What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, first ballot Hall of Famer, 4-division champion, former unified super featherweight, should have been Olympic gold medalist, undefeated top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world, Shakur Stevenson, 25 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. Shakur Stevenson was watching a guy that he fought, which many believe, which is the toughest test of his career, against Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos rematch Jose El Rayo Venezuela tonight, whom he knocked out some years back. They rematched tonight, and Venezuela got his get back in knocking out Edwin De Los Santos in the second round. With that said, after the fight, Jose El Rayo Venezuela, he called out Shakur Stevenson. To that, Shakur Stevenson responded, "Great win. You got your victory back the right way, but no dice." And then he goes on to say, "I would much rather fight and unify against Gary Anton Russell, who is 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 17 wins by way of knockout." He just beat Andy Hiroka in February, which was his mandatory. He, too, also beat Jose El Rayo Venezuela in March of 2025 for the title, for the belt. He's now the WBA 140-pound champion. Shakur Stevenson beat Teofimo Lopez for the WBO title, so it would be a unification bout. I didn't realize that Gary Anton Russell is 30 years of age. It's time to put the pedal to the metal. Now, he's looking to go across seas and attempt to get that 140-pound belt in an easier manner. That's what he's attempting to do. He said he wanted to save Shakur Stevenson for last. But now Shakur Stevenson is calling him out. And there's absolutely no reason for Gary Anton Russell not to fight Shakur Stevenson. He's looking to fight Dalton Smith for the WBC title and unify the belts. The IBF is vacant, seeing as though Richardson Hitchens vacated that belt. But Dalton Smith doesn't seem too interested in fighting Gary Anton Russell. Just doesn't. Right? I don't know what Dalton Smith is going to have coming down the pipeline. But he's undefeated, Dalton Smith. Solid fighter. But I think Gary Anton Russell sees that as a easy lick, an easy unification bout, an easy victory to come home with the belt. He's 19 wins, no loss, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout. He beat Subriel Matias back in January for the belt. Knocked Subriel Matias out in the 5th round. And he's like the low-hanging fruit.
One of my biggest fears.
And so now he's being targeted. But Shakur is now calling out Gary Anton Russell. It's the biggest fight in the division. And it only makes sense. But once again, is this an empty call out by Shakur Stevenson? Is he just naming names? Is this a realistic situation where he's going to actually push for this fight to come to fruition? Or is it another social media fight? It would be a great fight. 2 southpaws. Gary Anton Russell is super aggressive. He has power, but he also can box. He's quick. That's an extremely tough fight for Shakur Stevenson. I think that's the toughest fight Shakur Stevenson can make. But it's a unification bout. Don't go after the low-hanging fruit in Dalton Smith. Unify the belts right here in the States. Gary Anton Russell is 30 years of age. He needs this marquee fight right now. He needs it right now. Shakur Stevenson, because he put himself in the box, don't have marquee names, dance partners. So he needs this fight. What y'all think about this, man? Is Shakur Stevenson, is this a empty call out once again? Will Gary Anton Russell answer this bell? He went on rampage, went on rants about Richardson Hitchens ducking him and this fighter ducking him and that fighter ducking him. Now Shakur is calling you out. Will you be eager to make that fight? Or are you still going to pursue Dalton Smith? Let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.